Hello, Morgan. This is Alyssa with Patriot Marketing. I reached out to you earlier. I do apologize. I think I accidentally hung up on you, so I'm really sorry about that. However, I did promise this free custom video. Anyways, here it is. And I'm going to keep it short and sweet, and I just wanted to show you a few tips that you can use to really maximize your traffic online. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first of all, I did want to point out a couple of things that I liked about your website. You have all these pictures here and all that. And also you have the click to call. That's very important. And also the free quote. Those actually help a lot in conversions. I'm not going to lie. Those are really good things to have on your website. There was one thing I did notice, and it was just there wasn't a whole lot of content, but I'm not going to focus too much on that. Maybe just suggesting that you add more. And content is literally anything I can highlight, whether it be an image or text. I would be talking about the text in this particular case. And the reason why you want a lot of content is so you can rank for a lot of different keywords. Keywords, for example, epoxy flooring, like epoxy flooring LA. There's a search volume for this particular one right here for 100. There's a lot of volume to be had for your field of work and in your area. That's how much searches it's getting per month. And this is for this particular keyword, it would be 100 per month. So I'm just using that as an example. I'm not going to focus too much on keywords because if we take a look at you in our tool, and I'm going to go over more of this later, you are ranking for 898 keywords, which is actually really good. So yeah, that is actually really good to have, be ranking for that much and bringing that much traffic to your website. But I would still add some more keywords here. You could never have too many, but also maybe saving some of these images as those keywords. So like downloading it and renaming it as one of those keywords and then re-uploading it, because then it would count as content towards your website and you'd start ranking for that particular keyword. It's a really sneaky way to kind of sneak a keyword in there without it being in your text. But no, that would be my one small suggestion would be to add more content. And that to have a lot of content is really important because when Google crawls your website, they not only see you have that content, but also the keyword verbatim within your content. And it allows you to rank faster and more efficiently. Content is also great for ranking as well because Google feels that the more content that you do have, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field. And at the end of the day, their whole goal is that when someone searches, they get the information that they need. So long story short, the more content you have, the more likely you are to be found and rank higher in Google because they want their clients or whoever is searching on their platform to get their information quickly and efficiently. So with that said, I'm going to move on to my second tip. And that would just to be kind of build upon your Google business profile. Would be really be giving yourself a chance to be maximize your online traffic and be seen by a lot more people. And what I mean by that is when people search for any good given keyword, I'm using epoxy flooring Los Angeles for your area. When people search for any given keywords, there's a lot of ways in which they can convert over as a client. And I'm actually going to go over to this particular other tab over here, not your field of work or area whatsoever. However, when I look up epoxy flooring in Los Angeles in any given keyword, they don't come up. The first two things that I'm going to be talking about don't show up. So I just want you to know what they look like. So first of all, we have these local ads right here. These capture the attention of the people who click on the very first thing that they see. They are also Google guaranteed up to a certain dollar amount. So if something goes wrong or something happens, they trust that Google will make it right monetarily. And also, you know, a lot of people like them all as well because they have a high conversion rate. Now, if you look at this, it shows how many years, if you hover your mouse over any of these local ads, it shows how many years the business has been in business, and also it has the number right there. So anytime someone clicks on that phone number, the business phone number, and they're already taking the time of their day to reach out to you, they're more likely to convert over as a client. The Google ads themselves, they don't have as high of a conversion rate. However, you can be seen by a lot of different people. So it's a good way to get your name out there. They are also a lot cheaper. And now I'm going to go back over to this next tab because that I was on before, because it has everything else that I'm going to go over. Okay. So the map pack is really important. The people who search this way, they want to see a company that is local and in the area. I am one of these people. But this Google Map pack, it can pull up to 80% of the traffic. So if we're looking at a keyword with a search volume of 100, you would be looking at, wrong tab. You would be looking at 80 going straight to these top 3. So there goes the majority of the traffic. And then, and then the 20%, the rest of the 20% goes to these people who are ranking organically. Now, ranking organically is a great way to pull traffic to your website as well. The higher you're ranking in Google, the more traffic you're going to pull to your website. So these people up here are doing way better than down here. And people rarely go to the second page of Google. So it's really important to make sure that you're ranking high enough to be on this first page. And that does bring me to my next tip. So basically, in order to rank organically, you do need to build up the strength of your website. And how you would do that would be adding backlinks and referring domains, which you have a lot already. But I'm going to kind of go over what they are a little bit. Backlinks are unfortunately not all created equal. You have high quality backlinks and poor quality ones. And just because it's a backlink doesn't mean it's going to do its job, unfortunately. You want really good quality backlinks. So whereas you have a bunch here, they may, since you're not ranking very high in Google, especially when I look here, I see a lot of your competitors instead of you. You want to have, we can probably remove some of those poor quality ones that you have and go after those high quality ones. The next one would be referring domains. So you have a lot of referring domains. These referring domains are power. A referring domain is like, for example, if you do services for somebody, they start blogging about the services that you did for them. And with that said, they have a link back to your website, and that would count as a referring domain. But these carry a lot of power, and it makes these numbers higher. And you want as high of a number as possible, generally a 1-to-1 ratio. This isn't at a 1-to-1 ratio, but with your field of work, epoxy flooring, we like to see them in the 30s, 40s range. You're in that range with the UR, not the DR. So that does look pretty good on your part, but we're going to take a look at some of your competitors. And I actually did choose someone right here, epoxy.la, because they are ranking pretty high in Google. You are doing better than them in a few areas. But because you're doing better than them, we do want you to be ranking higher than them. And in order to do that, we do need to beat them out via referring domains and backlinks. It looks like you do have more referring domains. I'm thinking that we're going to probably try and focus on the backlinks. They're kind of in the same area as you. So they have a ton more backlinks and probably more high quality ones. So that would be my biggest tip for you then, would be to work on those backlinks. because they have a lot more and adding a lot more content to your website so that you can start ranking higher in Google and they can see you as more of an expert in your field. I hope this has been helpful and informative. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can always reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you and help you out in any way that we can. Either my husband or I would love to get in touch with you in whatever time fits best for you. So with that, you have a great day, Morgan, and God bless.